Hi everyone, I'm Mike here from Global Care Foundation International, and today is World AIDS Day. Now, I'll be talking about AIDS and HIV and the awareness about AIDS and HIV. Now, what is AIDS? AIDS is acquired immune deficiency syndrome, and it is the most advanced state of HIV. Now, when someone has AIDS, their immune system tends to drop. It opens door for various sicknesses to come in, and to it can lead to various disease to come into someone. Now, what are the symptoms about AIDS? Now, there are some symptoms about AIDS. What are the symptoms? The symptoms are rapid weight loss, chronic diarrheas, frequent infection, night sweats, and persistent fever. Now, when as a human, if you should have these symptoms or if you are seeing these symptoms in your body, I will advise you to go to your doctor to run some tests and know if you are HIV or AIDS positive or negative. Thank you very much.
Hi everyone, I Sosa here from Global Care Foundation International. On this World AIDS Day, I will be giving us processes and steps on how to live with HIV or AIDS. Now, generally and medically speaking, there is no particular cure for HIV or AIDS. So man's best bet to living well and living healthily and happily with HIV or AIDS is using a system called ART therapy, antiretroviral therapy, or ART. Now, what ART does is it allows you live longer, live healthier, even though you already have the symptoms of AIDS or HIV in the system. Now, this prevents the segmenting of persons in society whenever they are mentioned to have AIDS or HIV. Now, also the function of this ART is it boosts your immune system even while you are having the HIV virus or the AIDS virus. So in all, it's a perfect way to coexist and live with people even with the HIV or AIDS. This is the closest thing to a cure, and it's important that we make these things available easily to everyone that has been diagnosed with HIV or AIDS. Thank you.
So today we'll be talking about HIV and AIDS. HIV is not a death sentence. Thanks to the advancement in medicine, HIV is a manageable condition with antiretroviral therapy, ART. People living with HIV and AIDS can still live their normal life, work, love, and thrive. HIV isn't a definition of a person, it is a virus that can be controlled. Get tested, know your status, and support those living with HIV and AIDS. Thank you.
Good day, everyone. We've been talking about HIV and AIDS and how one has to protect themselves and how one has to know their status. But many a times we forget community, which they are known as the unsung heroes when it comes to getting better. Now, we've understand the fact that HIV and AIDS, living with it doesn't mean it's a death sentence. And one thing that actually kills faster than the disease itself, it's isolation. As a person living with HIV and AIDS, you need to be able to familiarize with those around you. Because so many times, aside the general public stigmatizing you for having HIV and AIDS, individuals living with HIV and AIDS tends to isolate themselves because they've given themselves that death sentence. And in as much as you take your medications, your drugs, you try to follow the normal rudiment that has been given to you by the hospital, you have to socialize so that you don't die of depression, because that tends to kill faster than the disease itself. So one thing one has to do is to build a community of friends, well-wishers, that will make living with the disease quite easier. And sometimes you tend to even let go of the disease even before the pain and all of that. So building a community around you saves lives and it makes living better. Thank you.
So many people around us fight a silent battle, but showing some kindness might be the reason they keep going. So, end stigma, spread love. Today, Let's take on kindness over assumption. So many persons fight a battle that we can never hear and a story that we don't know. So when we spread this love, we tend to reach out, listen deeply, and show kindness. Now, let's build a community that makes people feel valued, accepted, and supported. Thank you.
As an individual, you actually need to know your status, if you are HIV positive or negative, and if you are AIDS positive or negative. Now, having HIV or AIDS is not a death sentence. With the use of antiretroviral therapy, you can actually live normally. So stay safe, check your status, and live healthy. Thank you very much.